Hi everybody, it's Liz here, and I just wanted to welcome you all to I think it's our third Zoom for our 6 weeks to Diamond, and I'm so excited that you guys are all here and that you're participating and showing up. So let's get started. So obviously tonight's topic is creating meaningful and impactful conversations and how we can sort of create relationships versus just flat out selling. Obviously selling is a big part of what we do, but how can we sort of turn that into making friends and getting to know people and then figuring out how to help them, which turns into quote unquote selling. Hold on, there we go. I love this quote, so I just kind of wanted to share this with you guys. And I just wanted to say, have you guys ever noticed when you're having a conversation with someone how, it's really hard to have a conversation with someone when you feel like they're not really listening to you? I'm sure you've had tons of conversations like that, unfortunately. We all have. It happens to the best of us, but hopefully you guys are going to learn today how to have really awesome conversations and really get to know the people who are interested in working with you and who need your help. So recently I started reading an amazing book. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People in the Digital Age. So my challenge for you guys for this Zoom call is to make this your next book. It's a life-changing book. It has seriously been the best book I've ever read, and I've been a coach for a year, so I've been reading lots and lots of books, and so this is where I got a lot of my information for you guys tonight because I really feel like it's really helped me sort of change what I've been doing. And I love this quote at the top, just to make sure that in every communication that you're having with anybody, whether it's a potential coach, a discount coach, or a potential customer, that you are building trust with them, that you are conveying your gratitude, and that you are somehow adding value to their lives. So let me ask you guys a question, and you don't have to answer it, just answer it in your head. When somebody reaches out to you or responds to one of your Facebook posts, are you immediately messaging them back with, here's the price, this is Shakeology, or are you getting to know them? Are you asking them questions, and are you really trying to figure out what they need from you? So I want you to think about that as we go through this. So here's my step one for you guys. Talk about them. People love to talk about themselves, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean it in the sense that these people who are reaching out to you have reached out to you for a reason, so let them talk to you. Never complain, obviously criticize or judge them. Hopefully none of you are doing that, because these people are coming to you for help. So really get to know them. Talk to them about what interests them and what they need. Really get to know them, and then really consider their needs before you respond to them, and be sure that you're asking really thoughtful questions so that you're able to help them in the best way possible. So really get to know them and understand them. So here's an example for you guys. So instead of right off the bat saying, so let me tell you about the 21-day fix in Shakeology. Obviously, you're going to get to that at some point, but you don't want these people to feel like you're selling to them. You want them to feel like you care. So instead, ask them about themselves. Ask them what they've been doing for their health and fitness, and just let them know that you're there for them and that you want to get to know them so that you can help them in the best way possible. I promise you guys, it's going to make a huge difference when you start with your customer versus starting with a product. Okay, step two. Listen. It's really hard sometimes. We get wrapped up in Success Club points and we get wrapped up in our commission, but at the end of the day, people ultimately want someone to listen to them, and they want someone who's going to be there for them. So in step one, you ask them questions to get to know them. So now listen to what they're telling you. Listen to their stories. Listen to what they need. Stop thinking about you and start thinking about them. Love this. The bottom line is that you must become genuinely interested in others before you can ever expect anyone to be interested in you. I know it's difficult sometimes, but you really have to genuinely show interest in other people before they are going to trust you and be interested in you and what you have to offer them. It's just plain and simple how it works. And I actually don't think it's a bad thing. I think it's a good thing, because once you genuinely get to know people, then you can genuinely help them. Okay, step 3. I think this is a really, really important part of your conversations with people. So I kind of want to reiterate this a lot. So step 1, you ask some questions. Step 2, you're listening. So step 3, I'm going to ask you guys to repeat back to them what you heard and use specific keywords like I feel, I felt, I found. So really listen to this person. What are they struggling with? Are they tired? Do they need support? Do they need help with food choices? Do they need a friend, somebody to listen to them? I had a girl randomly reach out to me last week who I know from college and from high school. And, you know, normally I would have responded back with, okay, yeah, here, this is what I do and I can help you. But instead, I responded with, tell me a little bit about you. Tell me what's going on with you so we can figure out what's best. And she completely opened up, and it's been one of the best conversations I've ever had with a challenger. And honestly, I think she's going to turn into a coach. It's just been, I think, life-changing for her and I. We have a lot of the same things in common. So if you can really just figure out what these people need and then respond, you know, in the correct way to help them, you're going to see a huge difference. So this is kind of like what I say to people, and you can totally change this up. And I'm going to let you guys know too that I've been working on a bunch of different scripts to share with you all. So all of this is sort of going to be included in that, and I'll be sure to share with you guys in the Diamond group when we're done. So just really come from a place of understanding. Try to connect with them on a certain level, no matter what it is. You know, everybody's different. Everybody's got their own issues. Like for me, obviously, it's my binge eating and my infertility, and not everybody has that. But I guarantee you, if you get to know these people, you're really going to find something to connect on that's going to make this relationship with this person and your conversation even better. Excuse me. Okay, step 4. Getting people to act, and how can you add value? I've kind of combined it into the same step. So once you've had these really awesome conversations and you're listening and you're figuring out, you know, what does this person need? There's a next step in getting them to, you know, I guess I don't want to say buy, but obviously we're selling, but there is a product for everybody. And if you truly believe in these products, then you will find the right one for this person. So hopefully by this point in your conversation, you figured out, you know, what's their goal? What do they need from you? What do they need from a challenge group? What do they need from Shakeology? What do they need from one of these workout programs? And then going back to relating and connecting to them, and then take it a step further and tell them how you can help them and how you can bring value to their life. So that's sort of how we get into talking to them about, you know, the fitness programs and Shakeology and how amazing they are and how they've helped you and how you truly believe they can help them. And then this thing at the bottom you guys see right here, goal plus GMB equals success. I don't know if some of you saw it, but I think it was last week or the week before, Carl Deichler, our CEO, did a kind of like a live thing about this, and I thought it was really, really awesome. So I really want you guys to remember this when you're talking to people. They're coming to you because they want to reach a specific goal, which you've gone through it in step 1 through 4, trying to figure out what is their goal, what do they want to achieve. And then when you add in what we like to call our guaranteed money back, so I just like to look at this as it's risk-free to your clients. There is no risk in them joining you and trying out a program in Shakeology for 30 days because they can send everything back Even Shakeology, if they drink in the entire bag, they can send everything back if they're not happy, if they're not satisfied, if they have not gotten the results that they were looking for. But honestly, you guys, I can tell you from experience, I have never, knock on wood, I have never had anybody send it back because the stuff is amazing. You guys know it. You use it on a daily basis. Shakeology is amazing. Our fitness programs are amazing. So when you combine their goal plus Beachbody's guaranteed money back, it equals success for your customers. And so this is a really important tool for you guys to use and share with them as well when you're having conversations with them, that ultimately they want success and they want to reach their goal. And so their goal plus this money back guarantee is going to help them get there. It's pretty simple if you ask me. Okay, so I kind of want to get into 3 different types of conversations and give you guys a couple different examples. So let's talk discount coaches. They are a valuable and vital part of your business, and you're going to need them forever. At this point, I think I have, I want to go on the record and say somewhere between 6 and 9 discount coaches. It's just, it helps you grow your team. It helps your preferred customers get a discount. So I like to use the discount coaches for people who I say are my Shakeology lifers. And it's just something to help make them feel special and appreciated. And so these are 2 different things that I say to people when I'm reaching out to them about discount coaching. And it's just a little script on top saying, I know you've been drinking Shakeology for a long time and how much you love it. There's this really cool thing where you can get a discount. And I thought maybe you would be interested. Would you like to hear more details? And everybody says yes, because honestly, who doesn't want a discount? And then at the bottom there, you see, I just say a very small little paragraph about what it is. And then that gets a conversation going. And I just hope that you guys are reaching out to people. There's so many people in your challenge groups who would be amazing discount coaches. And I have to be honest with you guys, a lot of discount coaches turn into amazing business builder coaches. So don't ever discredit a discount coach. They help, and you never know what it's going to turn into for them. So I just wanted to share that with you. Okay, and let's talk about regular coaches. So these are your hobby coaches, people who are doing it for just a hobby, kind of on the side. They love running challenge groups, they love the products, and they love helping people. And for your business builders, these are your people who are gung-ho and want to build a business. So here, the script in red is one that I use for challengers who are really excelling in my challenge groups. And I truly believe that you're going to find your best coaches in your challenge groups. So what's like a really good thing to say to them? Just be honest. You're doing amazing in my challenge group. You're so motivating and encouraging. I love seeing your posts, and I just have to tell you, I think you would be an amazing coach. And I know a lot of you are really afraid to reach out to people and ask these questions, but I know Courtney's going to come back from her retreat that she's at this weekend with Tony Robbins, and she's going to talk a lot about fear. You have to let the fear go. What's the worst they're going to say to you? No, thank you. Okay, well, you're still in the same spot as you were before. You just have to get out of your comfort zone and just try to talk to these people, because you never know if this person is actually thinking in the back of their mind about becoming a coach. You can never count anybody out. And then the one down here in gray is the one that I use for people who have reached out to me or who have commented on like a coaching post. And so what I started to do, you guys, is use, sorry, my throat's so dry, use my coach application. And this is huge for me, you guys, because you can customize it. I'm going to show it to you right now. So here's just the top part. It's in Google Docs. I actually have a video on how to make one of these templates, in which I'll share with you guys also. But it's an amazing place to send people who are interested, have them answer all these questions. You're immediately going to get it in your inbox. And then you can go back to them and have a conversation and actually know a little bit more about them, so that you can have a better conversation and really get down to what their needs are, what they want as far as being a coach. Okay, and last one, new customers. So after you've said hi to them, after you've asked them a few questions and really gotten to know more about what they need from you, then this is where I go into talking about product. And then I'm just really honest with them. And I share a little bit about what has helped me. And the two most common things that I recommend to people are the 21-day fix and Shakeology. I'm sure you guys are pretty much the same. Unless it's somebody who's like a hardcore fitness fanatic, then I'll recommend a different program. But I'm just really honest and tell them this is what I think would be amazing for them, how it's helped me, and how I think it can help them. And then right there at the bottom, I say, I'd love to send you a few videos on both. Then we can chat and I can answer questions. Sound good? I kind of always end with a question so that they have to respond back to me. And everybody always says, yes, I'd love to see them. And so then I send them my two favorite. I send the YouTube video on the 21-day fix, and then I send my favorite YouTube video on Shakeology. There's a ton. And then we kind of just go back and forth talking about, price and all sorts of things. And I'm going to leave those scripts. I'm going to give you guys those scripts too, because you're going to get some people who have price objections. It's just the way the world works. But I think I've come up with some really awesome stuff for you guys to say back, to get people thinking and to engage them. So just as a final note, I just wanted you guys to remember these key points. Make the conversation about your customer. And I honestly believe that when you really, truly care about the person that you're talking to and you care about what they need, that's going to change everything for you guys. I promise you to try this in your next conversation. It's going to work. Be their friend. They need somebody to care about them, to help them, ask questions about them, and then be sure just to be real and be yourself and share your story and how these different products have helped you, because they're reaching out to you because you've ultimately shared your story. So keep sharing that story. And then just as an end note here, I just want to remind you guys, you're going to get a ton of no's. You've heard everybody say it, go for no. That's what we do. The more no's you go for, the more yeses you're going to get, but don't give up on them. So I've done it in the past because I didn't know what I was doing, but when somebody said no, I was like, forget them, I'm over it, I'm never talking to them again. But really, don't give up on them, you guys. Stay connected to them, like their posts on Facebook, comment on their posts, here and there, keep in touch with them, message them just to tell them that you were thinking of them. And I guarantee you, when that person is ready, you will be the first person that they think about because you were really nice to them, you cared about them, and so you're going to be the first person that pops up in their mind. So don't give up. That's a vital part of communicating with people. And then I just wanted to leave you guys, this is a quote from that book I told you about. It's my favorite. So, become meaningful in your interactions, and the path to success in any endeavor is simpler and far more sustainable. The reason? People notice, people remember, people are moved when their interactions with you always leave them a little bit better. So I just wanted to leave you with that. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna stop my share. Okay, you guys can come off of mute, and then we can do questions. I moved pretty quick, but I wanted it to be fast for you guys.
Where are you going to post your scripts?
Okay, so I'm not sure. So my script, I started making it. I'm going to have 3 different ones. So I'm going to have I started my script for you guys for regular challengers, and then I'm going to have a script for discount coaches and a script for regular coaches. They're going to be in a Google Doc form. So some of you are not on my team, which is Team Love to Be Fit, and I have what's called a Team Love to Be Fit training page. So I'm thinking of posting it there. It's kind of like the easiest place. So like if those of you who are not on my team and you want to access it, all you need to do is just in the comment section in our Diamond group, put your email, and I can get you added in there right away. I have tons of resources in there. Scripts about Shakeology, about challenge group templates, so I'd be happy to share that with all of you. Does that work, Gina?
Huh?
Does that work, you think, putting it in the Love to Be Fit training page? I feel like that's just like the most central place to put it. Okay, any questions, lady?
Liz, can you say the name of the book again?
Yeah, it's a long one. It's How to Win Friends and Influence People. So that was the first book, and it's a really old book. And then the revised book, it has that sentence at the bottom, in the digital age.
Okay.
It's amazing, you guys. It's really, and I don't know if I love how to influence. They don't talk a ton about influencing, but like most of the stuff that I talked to you guys about tonight is from that book. It's amazing. It's just really about getting to the core of who you are, who these people are that you're talking to, and how to have meaningful conversations with them so that in turn they become your customer. Anybody else?